Indeed, if you ask me, now who I'll go ask?
You can ask me.
I should ask you.
Yes.
What do you know about violence against women and the girl child?
I know quite a lot, but I'll leave it to our guest to answer.
Okay. Now, it's not tied to any particular society, economic sphere or social sphere of life, but it's something that's recurrent in various forms. Some is verbal, some is physical, some is even emotional, and sometimes even spiritual. That's the violence against women. And we're looking at the new trends. It looks as though it's evolving by the day. Some have said in those days it used to be this way. It used to be just physical beating or whatever. But whichever way it has evolved, it is not good. But we want to discuss that today and the trends that it has taken, so to speak. And we have in the studio two women. Dr. Angela Daniel, Executive Director of Women Entrepreneurs Association of Nigeria. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
And Barrister Obiageli Obi, who is of the Women in Politics and Governance. Thank you for coming.
She's also a lawyer.
Yes, legal practitioner. Thank you. Thank you. Let me begin with you, Dr. Angela Daniel. We've always heard about violence against women and the girl child in most parts of the country, but how would you describe it and the efforts being made to end it or curb it as much as possible?
Well, violence against women and girls. Just talk about the things, the denials, the violations of the rights of the woman, the violations of the rights of the girl child. When a woman doesn't have the liberty to do the things she ought to do as a woman, or when a woman is maltreated simply because she's a woman, when she is abused simply because she's a woman. We are talking about power this time around. The man feels he has power over the woman. Physical strength, financial strength, just name it. And for that singular purpose, he treats her anyhow. The man beats the girl child anyhow. The man maltreats the girl anyhow, simply because she's a girl. She may not be able to speak out. She may be shy, she may be this, she may be that. And so, just treats her anyhow. On the roads, women are treated anyhow too on steering, simply because the man feels he has more power, or he has more boldness or more courage, can push her away anyhow. A lot of things, the trend is getting too much. And I know and believe it's coming from eroding family values, societal values, no respect for the other person. And I think the parents have a lot more to do. Teach our boy child, teach our girl child the way to treat each other and all that. The schools, the religious groups too, also have roles to play. Let people understand the fact that we were born equal. God has created us as equals. That you have more muscles doesn't make you, a bigger person, so to say. I don't know how to put it.
Okay, let me go to her. In 1993, the UN General Assembly, provided a framework as to how, the guidelines on how to curb violence against women. But 20 years after, it would seem like we're just the same place where we were. Why is it that it would seem like violence against women and girls, is increasing?
For me, I think in Nigeria, it's a mind thing, it's a culture thing. We need a total transformation about how we think, what women mean to us, what our mothers mean to us, what our sisters mean to us, what our wives mean to us, what our daughters mean to us. What do they mean? A man loves his daughter, but he maltreats his wife. He treats his wife with no respect. He loves his mom. So we must start from home. We must start from transforming our minds, shedding these cultural attitudes, this culture that says a woman is second place, this culture that says a woman has to be seen and not heard, this culture that says you're best in the bedroom and in the kitchen. We need to understand that women have come to age. We need to accept, men need to accept that women are intelligent, they're brilliant, they bring something to the table. We need to come to that level. Other countries are making wonderful progress in life just because they've understood that fact. I admire the Yorubas because they've understood that fact. They value women. But we still find out in some tribes that women are still held in bondage, as it were.
The process, this issue, some have said it's been evolving. There have been changing trends. I know, Dr. Baker, you talked about what's being done. I mean, erosion of family values, yes, how we treat each other. And it's as though some say it's getting worse. Why is it getting worse? Why are the values being eroded? Yet we have proliferation, so to speak, of religious organizations around the world. But yet it's as if the values for human life continue to erode.
Well, somehow I want to trace that to the economic issues or dimensions. Everybody, the man, the woman, are all out looking for how to meet the financial needs of the family and all that. So little or no attention is given to the children in the home. And most times it's house helps, nannies that stay with these children and all that. Mommy comes home late, daddy comes home late. And of course they are tired and everybody goes to sleep. The following morning everybody goes out, and we are not teaching the children, we are not there to attend to them, to let them know what is good, what is right, what is wrong, and all that. Most times they pick these things from their friends out and all that. In those days, I understand, our grandmothers, our mothers, they would tell you this is not good. And they will also teach the girl, the child, boy and girl outside, not just the family. So the parents then were also for everybody in the community. It's no longer like that these days. So if we are not getting it from our immediate families, we get it from outside. And that is why people can do things anyhow. But I tell them, these days we work with young people. You let them know. The way you will not treat your sister in the house, don't treat another girl like that outside. The way you will not treat your niece in the house, because she's your niece, you know her very well. Don't treat another girl like that outside, because that one also is somebody's niece, is somebody's sister. And if we learn not to treat the girl child badly, we will learn not to treat our wives badly also. The mother in the home, your son beats his wife. How do you take it? What do you tell him? Some will criticize the woman, she is the bad type, she is this, she is that. No matter what, a man shouldn't beat his wife. So if we are made not to, or to understand we should not, of course we will live like that.
Let me still stay with you. In the past, we've heard of women, widowhood practices that are not, good for the women. We've heard where the husband, of course, beats the wife. We've heard where brothers beat sisters. We've heard, those things. What are the new trends that we find these days in terms of violence against women and girls?
The rapes that are going on all over the places. People are raped anyhow. The technology we are enjoying is also causing a lot of harm. You find that using this internet and all that, they use it to lure young people, and the number is escalating on a daily basis and all that. So a lot of things. People are also not ready to own up. A girl is raped, the parents get to know, they want to cover it up because of the stigmatization that goes with that. And so people need to understand all the issues involved and find a way of, the enforcement agency should be able to protect the girl and her family involved in this kind of a thing that have volunteered to open up, so that it will not happen to the next person. Such a family should be protected. The stigmatization should not be allowed to take place, but action should be taken. If the enforcement agencies do their work as expected, you find out that some of these things will stop.
Talking about actions, I'm not so sure if this is the correct figures, but I hear that if a man rapes a woman, maybe he just gets about, say, how many years just to be behind bars, and he will come out. So do you think the laws should also be tinkered with?
Let me say this. We're evolving. The law is evolving. There was a time that you wouldn't even be able to put a man behind bars for it. They would say, she caused it. But I thank God that today, a lot of women, I remember a story the former wife of the governor of Ekiti State told us at a Wimbi's function. She said, a man raped someone, and the women of the state got together, and the day he was going to court, he was charged to court, the day he was going to court, the women stood outside the court with pistols. And what was their message? If they don't get you in court, we're going to get you. But they, you know, they jailed him, okay? Even though the term, I mean, everybody thought, I mean, it's the rape, you cannot take away rape, you cannot undo it. It kills someone emotionally, psychologically, it does so much harm. There's no amount, there's no jail term that is equivalent to what rape does to you, okay? But it was okay that he went to jail. At least that was a signal that we will not take this anymore. So it's going to get better. So long as women keep demanding, and that's what advocacy groups are doing. We can't take this anymore. It's raping the economy. These women, these children, these girls, they have so much to offer. So much to offer to the economy of this nation. You can't keep doing this. So we're hopeful, and it's going to get better.
Okay, now let me add this. You hear that, okay, maybe a lady is raped because of the way she's dressed. But what do you have to say about a father that is raping his own daughter? Because that, for me, it's, I don't know, that will be the height of it. What do you have to say about that? And how can women, of course it will come back to women, how can we protect our daughters better?
That's sick. It's so painful. A father, you know, people don't understand what fatherhood is. A father is like God. You're a protector. You're a provider. You're a protector. You're a keeper. There's so much that you are and so much that is expected of you. And these are people in your shed. People that you have asked for. People that you have been given to protect. And what you do is every day you kill them. Because when you rape a girl, whether it's your daughter, whether it's somebody's daughter, whether it's your house girl, trust me, you've killed that girl. The pain never goes. The shame never lifts. The memory it doesn't go away. It's there with you. It takes God himself to change your life. So what do you say? The man is sick.